Did you know that thousands of Canadian seniors miss their CPP and OAS deposits every single month? Not because the payment was late, but because they simply did not know the exact date to look for it. If you are watching this right now, you probably want to make sure that does not happen to you in February 2026. Maybe you are planning your grocery run. Maybe you need to pay a bill. Maybe you are waiting on that deposit before you can do anything else this month. Whatever your reason is, you are in the right place, and I am going to give you every single detail you need about your February 2026 CPP and OAS payment right now. Stay with me until the end because I am also going to cover some things that most people skip over. Things that could actually affect how much money shows up in your account and what to do if something goes wrong. Your February 2026 CPP and OAS payment is scheduled to be deposited on Wednesday, February 25, 2026. That is the official date confirmed by Service Canada. Mark it on your calendar. Right now. Put it on your phone. Write it on your fridge if you have to. February 25, 2026. That is your date. Now, if you are on direct deposit, which most of you are, your money should appear in your bank account on that morning. Most major Canadian banks process government deposits very early in the day, sometimes as early as midnight or the first few hours of the morning on February 25th. So, when you wake up on the morning of February 25, 2026, open your banking app or call your bank's automated line, and your money should be right there waiting for you. If you receive your payment by check, and yes, some seniors still do, your check will be mailed out before February 25th, but the actual arrival time depends on your location and Canada Post delivery timeline. If you are in a rural area, your check could take a few extra days to arrive after the payment date. This is one of the biggest reasons we always encourage seniors to switch to direct deposit if they have not already done so. Some of you might be wondering, why does the payment date change every single month? Why is it not always the same day like the 25th or the last Friday of the month? That is a great question, and the answer is simple. Service Canada follows a fixed schedule each year that is set in advance. The payments are always scheduled for the last business day of the month or close to it. But since months end on different days and weekends and public holidays shift things around, the actual calendar date changes. For example, if the last business day of the month falls on a Friday, that is your payment day. But if it falls on a Saturday or Sunday, the payment is moved to the Friday before. If there is a public holiday, the payment is moved even earlier. This is why you should never assume your payment is always on the same date. February is especially tricky because it is the shortest month of the year. Only 28 days in a regular year and 29 days in a leap year. In 2026, February has 28 days, which means the schedule is a little tighter than usual. So, please never rely on memory alone. Always check the official schedule. And that is exactly why videos like this one exist. To give you that information quickly and clearly, since we are already talking about February, let me give you the full picture for the rest of 2026 so that you are never caught off guard again. Here are the remaining 2026 payment dates for both CPP and OAS. January 2026, January 28, 2026, February 2026, February 25, 2026, March 2026, March 27, 2026, April 2026, April 28, 2026, May 2026, May 27, 2026, June 2026, June 26, 2026, July 2026, July 29, 2026, August 2026, August 27, 2026, September 2026, September 25, 2026, October 2026, October 28, 2026, November 2026, November 26, 2026, December 2026, December 22, 2026. Please pay special attention to December. The December payment always comes earlier than you might expect, usually around the 22nd or 23rd, because the government wants to make sure you have your money before the Christmas holidays. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your Canadian senior benefits. For help, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914. This is actually one of the most common things people get confused about at the end of the year. They expect their payment on the last week of December, but it already came and went before Christmas. Save this list, screenshot it, write it down. These dates apply to both your Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security payments. Knowing the date is one thing. Knowing how much to expect is another. Let us talk about the actual amounts. Canada Pension Plan, CPP. Your CPP amount is personal. It depends on how long you worked in Canada, how much you contributed to CPP during your working years, and the age at which you started collecting your pension. This means no two people receive the same CPP amount. However, the government does set a maximum amount each year. For 2025, the maximum monthly CPP retirement pension for someone who starts collecting at age 65 was $1,26460. For 2026, this number has been adjusted upward slightly due to the annual cost of living adjustment, which we will talk about more in a moment. The average CPP amount that most Canadians actually receive is significantly lower than the maximum, often somewhere between $700 and $900 per month. Because most people did not contribute the maximum amount every single year of their working career. To find out your exact CPP amount, log into your My Service Canada account online. If you do not have one set up, I strongly encourage you to do that as soon as possible. It gives you access to your complete payment history, your upcoming deposit amounts, and other important information about your benefits. Old Age Security, OAS. OAS is different from CPP. OAS is not based on your work history. It is based primarily on how long you have lived in Canada after the age of 18. Most seniors who have lived in Canada for 40 years or more receive the full OAS pension for the first quarter of 2026, which covers January, February, and March 2026. The maximum monthly OAS pension for seniors aged 65 to 74 is approximately $727 under 67 per month. Be proactive and persistent. Subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your Canadian senior benefits. Portraying Service Canada as a helpful resource. We are here to help you navigate your retirement with confidence. For seniors aged 75 and older, OAS is higher. The government increased OAS by 10% for this age group back in 2022, and that increase has remained in place. For the first quarter of 2026, seniors aged 75 and over receive approximately $844 per month. This is the current maximum OAS payment. These numbers are adjusted every 3 months based on the cost of living. Adjustments happen in January, April, July, and October based on the Consumer Price Index in Canada. This is called indexing, and it is designed to make sure your OAS keeps up with inflation and the cost of living. The cost of living adjustment, or COLA, is something every CPP and OAS recipient should understand. It is one of the most important protections built into these programs to help you maintain your purchasing power. Every year, the government looks at how prices have changed. The cost of groceries, utilities, housing, and transportation. If those costs have gone up, the government increases your CPP and OAS payments to match those rising expenses. For CPP, the cost of living adjustment happens once a year, specifically every January. If your CPP went up at the start of 2026, that increase is already reflected in your payments through the rest of the year. That new level will continue through 2026, including your February 25th payment and beyond. For OAS, the adjustment happens 4 times a year. Your February amount reflects the January 2026 adjustment. The next adjustment will happen in April 2026, which could mean another small increase for you. Why does this matter? If you noticed your payment went up slightly, that is your cost of living protection working for you. If prices keep rising through the year, your April OAS payment could go up again automatically. One important thing to know, these adjustments only go up. The government does not reduce your OAS if prices fall. It can stay the same, but it will never decrease because of deflation. That is a built-in safety net for your retirement. Be proactive and stay informed. Subscribe and click the bell for more updates on your Canadian benefits. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about something that many seniors either do not know about or are not taking full advantage of. The Guaranteed Income Supplement, also called GIS. GIS is an additional monthly payment that is added on top of your OAS. It is specifically designed for seniors with low income. Unlike OAS and CPP, GIS is not taxable, meaning every dollar you receive in GIS is money you keep. If you're receiving OAS and your total annual income, not counting OAS, is below a certain threshold, you may qualify for GIS. For 2026, the income thresholds have been updated, and the maximum monthly GIS for a single senior is over $1,000 per month on top of their OAS. This is significant. A single senior who receives maximum OAS and maximum GIS could be receiving over $1,700 per month in combined benefits, all tax-free in the case of GIS. If you are not receiving GIS, but you think your income might be low enough to qualify, please contact Service Canada right away. Many seniors leave this money on the table simply because they did not know to apply. You have to apply for GIS. It is not automatic. Once you are approved, however, it renews each year automatically as long as you file your taxes. And that brings me to one of the most important points in this entire video. Please, please, please file your taxes every year, even if you think you do not owe any money. Your GIS eligibility, your OAS amounts, and several other benefits are all tied to your annual tax filing. If you do not file your taxes, Service Canada cannot verify your income and you could lose your benefits or have them interrupted. Let us talk about a scenario that nobody wants to face, but that everyone should be prepared for. What happens if February 25th comes and goes and your money is not in your account? First of all, do not panic. There are several reasons a payment might appear delayed and most of them are easy to resolve. Step 1. Wait 1 business day. Sometimes bank processing times vary. Missing your pension payment? Don't panic, but you need to act fast to ensure your finances stay on track. Even if Service Canada sends the payment on February 25th, some banks might not post the deposit until the next business day. Give it until the end of February 26th before you take any action. Step 2. Check your bank account carefully. Make sure you are looking at the right account. If you have multiple accounts, ensure the deposit is set up for the correct one. Also, check whether there are any holds on your account that might be delaying the posting of funds. Step 3. Check your My Service Canada account. Log into your online account at canada.ca and look at your payment history. This will tell you if the payment was issued. If it shows as issued but hasn't arrived, the problem is on the banking side. Step 4. Call Service Canada. If it's past February 26th and funds aren't there, call 1-800-277-9914. Have your social insurance number ready. Wait times can be long. Try calling early in the morning or midweek when lines tend to be shorter. If you have a family member who can help you navigate the call, do not hesitate to ask for their help. Step 5. Visit a Service Canada center in person. Bring 2 pieces of ID and your SIN. A representative can often resolve payment issues on the spot. A common reason for missing payments is outdated banking information. If you've changed banks, inform Service Canada immediately. Subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your Canadian senior benefits. Your address has changed and a check was sent to the wrong location. Again, if you moved and did not update Service Canada, a mailed check would go to your old address. A technical issue on Service Canada's end. These are rare, but they do happen. Service Canada will typically issue a correction payment quickly. If this is the case, a hold or freeze on your account due to banking issues. If your bank has placed any kind of hold on your account for any reason, government deposits can sometimes be caught up in those holds. If you are still receiving your CPP or OAS by check, I genuinely want to encourage you to make the switch to direct deposit as soon as possible. It is safer, faster, and far more reliable than waiting for a check in the mail. Here is how to set it up or update your banking information. Option 1. Online through My Service Canada account. If you are comfortable using a computer or tablet, you can log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca and update your direct deposit information there. You will need your bank's institution number, transit number, and your account number, all of which you can find on a blank check or by calling your bank. Option 2. By phone, call Service Canada at 1-800-279-9914 and a representative can update your direct deposit information over the phone. Have your SIN and banking information ready. Option 3. In person. Visit any Service Canada centre and bring a void check or a direct deposit form from your bank. A representative will update your information while you wait. Once your direct deposit is set up, future payments will go directly into your account on the payment date. No waiting for the mail, no worrying about a check being lost or stolen. A lot of seniors are surprised to learn that both CPP and OAS are considered taxable income by the Canada Revenue Agency. Yes, these government benefits are taxable. And if you are not having taxes withheld at source, you could end up with a tax bill at the end of the year. Here is how to think about it. When you receive your CPP and OAS payments, Service Canada does not automatically deduct income tax unless you specifically request it. Many seniors find at tax time that they owe money because their benefits push their income above certain thresholds and no taxes were taken off throughout the year. To avoid this, you can request that Service Canada withhold a monthly tax deduction from your payments. This way, instead of receiving your full benefit and then owing taxes in April, a portion is taken off each month and sent directly to CRA on your behalf. At tax time, you may even get a small refund. To request tax withholding, contact Service Canada directly or update your preferences through your My Service Canada account. The OAS clawback, what it is and who it affects. There is another tax-related issue that affects higher-income seniors. The OAS recovery tax, commonly known as the OAS clawback. If your net income in 2025 was above a certain threshold, approximately $90,997, then in 2026, Service Canada will begin reducing your monthly OAS payments to recover some of what you received. This threshold is adjusted annually. The clawback works on a sliding scale. For every dollar of income above the threshold, you repay 15 cents in OAS. If your income is high enough, you could have your entire OAS payment clawed back. This affects a smaller percentage of seniors, typically those with significant pension income, rental income, investment income, or RRSP withdrawals on top of their government benefits. But if this applies to you, it is something you absolutely need to be aware of and plan for. If you are subject to the clawback, Service Canada will notify you through your tax assessment and will adjust your monthly OAS payments accordingly. If you think this might apply to you, speaking with a financial advisor or tax professional who specializes in retirement income can help you plan around it. Remember to subscribe and click the bell for more Canadian senior benefit updates. I would not be doing my job if I did not take a moment to talk about something that unfortunately affects many seniors. Government benefit scams. Every single month around CPP and OAS payment dates, scammers become more active. They know that seniors are expecting a deposit and they try to take advantage of that. Here are the most common scams to watch out for. The Your Payment is on Hold scam. You receive a phone call or email saying your CPP or OAS payment has been put on hold due to suspicious activity and you need to verify your personal information or make a payment to release it. This is never real. Service Canada does not operate this way. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately. The benefit enhancement scam. Someone contacts you claiming that you are entitled to a larger benefit amount, but you need to pay a small processing fee or provide your banking information to receive it. This is completely fake. No legitimate government program requires you to pay a fee to receive your own benefits. The CRA tax arrest warrant scam. You receive a call saying you owe money to the CRA and if you do not pay immediately, you will be arrested. This is one of the most common and most frightening scams targeting seniors. CRA does not call people out of the blue and threaten arrest. If you owe taxes, CRA contacts you by mail first. The account verification email scam. You receive an email that looks like it is from Service Canada asking you to click a link and verify your banking information to ensure your next deposit goes through. This is a phishing scam. Do not click any links. Service Canada will never ask for your banking information by email. What to do if you are targeted? Hang up the phone. Do not press any numbers. Do not engage. If you receive a suspicious email, do not click anything. Delete it. If you are unsure whether a contact from Service Canada is legitimate, call Service Canada yourself at 1-800-277-9914 using the number you look up independently, not a number provided in the suspicious message. You can also report scams to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre at 1-888-495-8501. Please protect yourself. Scammers are sophisticated and they specifically target seniors because they believe seniors are less likely to recognize their tactics. Share this information with your spouse, your friends, your neighbors, anyone who might be vulnerable. Now, let us talk about something practical. How to make your February 25th payment work as hard as possible for you throughout the rest of the month. February is a shorter month, which means if you are on a fixed income, the days between payments can feel a little tighter than usual. Here are some simple strategies that many seniors find helpful. Plan your major expenses first on or right after February 25th. Make sure your rent or mortgage payment is covered, your utility bills are addressed, and any medications or health-related expenses are taken care of. These are your non-negotiables. Once those are handled, you can budget for groceries, transportation, and any extras. Use a simple monthly budget sheet. You do not need a fancy app or a computer program. A simple piece of paper divided into 2 columns. Income on one side, expenses on the other can be incredibly powerful. Write down every expense you expect in February and make sure it fits within your income. This gives you a clear picture before you start spending. Look for senior discounts. Many grocery stores, pharmacies, and service providers offer senior discount days, often on Tuesdays or Thursdays. If you can time your grocery shopping to those discount days, you can stretch your budget a little further every single month. Explore community supports. Many communities across Canada have food banks, meal programs, and assistance programs specifically for seniors. Using these resources is not a sign of weakness. It is smart financial management. If you are not sure what is available in your area, contact your local municipality or a community social services office. Consider automatic bill payments. Setting up pre-authorized payments for your regular bills means you never miss a payment and never face late fees. If your CPP and OAS are deposited on February 25th, you can schedule your bills to come out a day or two after, making everything automatic and worry-free. Let me quickly go through some of the most common questions I see seniors asking about CPP and OAS payments. Q. I just turned 65. When will I start receiving OAS? OAS does not start automatically for everyone. In some cases, Service Canada will automatically enroll you and send you a letter. In other cases, you need to apply. Check your mail around your 64th birthday for a letter from Service Canada. If you did not receive one, apply online or contact Service Canada as soon as possible. Q. Can I receive CPP and OAS at the same time? Absolutely. Yes. CPP and OAS are 2 separate programs and you can receive both at the same time. Most Canadian seniors receive both. Q. Can I delay my OAS to get a higher payment? Yes, you can delay your OAS for up to 5 years past age 65. For every month you delay, your OAS pension increases by 0.6%. This works out to 7.2% per year. If you delay until age 70, your OAS will be 36% higher than if you had taken it at 65. Whether this makes sense for you depends on your health, your other income sources, and your financial situation. Q. What happens to my CPP or OAS if I move to another province? CPP and OAS are federal programs, meaning they follow you no matter which province or territory you live in. However, you must update your address with Service Canada. Q. What happens to my benefits if my spouse passes away? If your spouse was receiving CPP, you may be eligible for the CPP survivor's pension. The amount depends on your age and your own CPP entitlement. You should notify Service Canada as soon as possible after the loss of a spouse. This is a difficult time, but they are there to help. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for weekly updates on your Canadian senior benefits. See you next time. And having this information in advance can help you or your family know exactly what steps to take. Q. Are my CPP and OAS payments protected if I declare bankruptcy? Government benefits, including CPP and OAS, are generally protected from creditors. They cannot be seized or garnished in most circumstances. However, if the payments are deposited into your bank account and mixed with other funds, the protection becomes more complex. If you are facing serious debt issues, speak with a licensed insolvency trustee. Your February 2026 CPP and OAS payment date is Wednesday, February 25, 2026. If you are on direct deposit, your money will be in your account that morning. If you receive a check, it will be on its way before that date, but delivery times vary. Your payment amount reflects the 2026 cost of living adjustments. OAS is currently set at approximately $72,767 per month for seniors aged 65 to 74 and approximately $844 per month for seniors aged 75 and over. Your CPP amount is personal and based on your contribution history. If your payment does not arrive on time, wait 1 business day. Check your account carefully. Log into My Service Canada and then call 1-800-277-9914 if needed. Watch out for scams, especially around payment dates. Real government agencies never call you asking for money or threatening arrest. File your taxes every year. Update your direct deposit information if anything changes. And look into GIS if you have a lower income. It could mean over a $000 extra dollars every single month completely tax-free. If this video gave you clarity, peace of mind, or information you did not have before, please do one thing for me right now. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. It takes 2 seconds and it means you will never miss an update about your benefits again. Every week we cover CPP and OAS updates, GIS news, tax tips for seniors, and anything else that affects your income and your quality of life in retirement. This community is here for you. Your financial security matters, and you deserve to have all the information you need to protect it. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. That tells me you care about your money and your future, and that is a very good thing. Take care of yourself. Share this video with a friend or family member who needs it.